really the beginning of Berrien County's 2020 Adoption Day, the first adoption day that we've done virtually. I hope it's the first and the last, but we don't know about that. But we've done many adoptions virtually. Thank you all for being here. I can't see the Means family very well. I know where they are. I trust Attorney Peters. They're with you in your office. There you are. That helps. Attorney Peters there.
Yes.
Good morning. Also present are, I guess, the stars of the day here is the Means family, are Chastity, Dominic's mom, and Anton Means, soon to be Dominic's dad.
Yes.
That's what we're going to do today. I'm going to wave the magic wand, and you're going to go from stepdad here in a minute, which is a non-legal relationship, to this young man's father forever, which is a great thing, and that's one of the best things that we get to do here today. So I look forward to talking to you more here in just a minute as we move this day forward. First of all, again, for everybody that's here, I know you're here. I can't talk with this mask on all the time, and I try to talk loud. I know you're here because you were invited to be here, folks, and you're here as important support for this family on this important day. Let me just say a couple of things here. This is November. The month of November is Adoption Month, both in Michigan and in the United States. And in Michigan, our theme this year is Giving Thanks for Families. And families are always a thing that we should be thankful for. But it is important that we set aside some time, a special day or a special month. Today's the day here in Berrien County that we're doing adoptions on Adoption Day and having some special events as well. And it shouldn't be lost on you, and it's not lost on me, that Adoption Day happens in November because it happens to be the month of Thanksgiving, as we all know, and even if it's virtually, and things are a little bit different this year, Thanksgiving is a time for us, really as citizens of this country, to realize what is important to us, and that often gets us to families. And again, even if all the families this year, because we care about our families, are not going to be together, it's important, as I said, to understand that Adoption Day, part of Adoption Month, and it ties with Thanksgiving, I think, very well. 2020, we all know, has been extremely challenging on a lot of fronts. I say that I can hardly keep a straight face when I say that, because really, everybody has their stories. I can tell you a lot of courthouse stories that you don't care about, how things are different here now than they were at the beginning of the year. That's really just part of our life now. But the fact that we're conducting this virtually in no way diminishes the importance of this event. I wish you all could be with us here in courtroom 403 on the 4th floor of the Berrien County Courthouse. I trust everybody that's here virtually would be here in person, and we have a full courtroom, and it would be a little bit noisy and a little bit chaotic and a little bit of the things that drive me nuts when I'm in a more of a formal court proceeding, but things that I really enjoy when it's an adoption, because it's a family gathering, it's family, it's friends, whether it's church families or neighbors, whatever it is, it makes it for a special occasion. And I will say, this year, perhaps more than any year in the 5 years that I've been a judge, it's important to celebrate the good times, the wins, as I call them. And this is clearly a day worth celebrating, both nationally and in the state of Michigan on Adoption Day, but more importantly for right now for this family, because when we get right down to it, when we talk about Adoption Day, we're talking about families and the importance of families. Without question, as a family division judge here in Berrien County, Adoption Day and adoptions in general are the most rewarding and the happiest day of the year, because we do lots of things in the family division that aren't very happy, frankly, because this is, 403, as Attorney Peters knows, and as everybody knows, this is divorce court. This is custody fights. This is sometimes termination of parental rights. There's a lot of unhappy things that happen here in the courthouse in the family division, and it makes it even more important that we celebrate a very happy occasion like we are here today. There's all sorts of different types of adoptions. This is the step-parent adoption here today, one of the kinds of adoptions we do. We also do adult adoptions, what I call agency or foster care adoptions. There's direct placement adoptions. There's all sorts of different adoptions. All of them are important and worth celebrating. Families are that important and worth celebrating. Families, when you think about it, are really the core of our society. Families teach you, they protect you, they guide you, they love you unconditionally. And really, biology is the least of what makes somebody a parent. But to make somebody a parent, and I stopped and I thought about it for a minute because I wanted to write myself a note about it. The first thing that it takes to be a parent is to be present. You have to be there. You have to be with the child. And that doesn't just mean, for most families, when it's convenient or when it's easy. It means being a parent is a commitment that lasts forever. It's there. It's being there on the good days and the bad days, the healthy days, the sick days, the days that are easy and the days that are hard. The days when somebody makes the winning basket in a basketball game and everybody's happy, and it's the day when somebody misses a free throw and you lose the basketball game and somebody needs a hug. And it's all there because parents are there all the time. And that's really where it starts. So it's that level of commitment that really makes the relationship so important. Being a parent ultimately means putting somebody else's needs and wants ahead of yours, and that's what parents do. The kids come first in a situation like this, and it's not easy, but that's what parents do. They come second to the child. And for this family, for Chastity, for Dominic, and for Anton, I understand that what we do here today in court does not change the day-to-day reality. I know because I've reviewed the file and I have a report from Ms. Bream, our adoption specialist here, that Anton, you've been in Dominic's life since 2013. Without looking at my notes, if my memory is right, but it goes back. It's more than half of Dominic's life right now. And you've been there for that long. So what we do here today, we're going to formalize and finalize here in a minute, doesn't really change the day-to-day. Tomorrow's, it's going to be a weekend day, and there'll still be chores, and there's still not much to do because we're in a pandemic and things like that. But there truly is a reason that we come into the courthouse, even if it's virtually. We come into 403. We gather in the courtroom. I put on the robe. We do it in front of the flags of the state of Michigan, the United States, because it's important. And a lot of important things happen in the courthouse. This important thing, though, what it does, and I kind of said it at the beginning, it changes the relationship forever. It makes permanent and it legalizes a relationship in a family that will never change. And that is, as I said before, Anton, sir, you go from a relationship, and I can say this as a stepfather, because I am a stepfather. I did not adopt my stepson. One of the regrets that I have, I don't think I knew about step-parent adoptions back in the day when I married my wife. But the relationship changes from being a stepdad, which, as I said before, is really a non-legal relationship, to being a father, a forever father. And as I said, it makes permanent and legalizes this relationship. And that's why we're in court. That's why it's important. That's why everybody's here today to help celebrate with you as a family and us as a court, because it truly is that important to do that. So I'm honored to be part of this adoption. As I said, it's adoption day, even virtually, is the best day of the year for a family division judge. And again, thank you for allowing me to be part of it. I'm glad your case was assigned to me, so I got to kick off Adoption Day 2020 here in Berrien County. So what I'd like to do now, kind of the way I handle these situations, is to allow any of those that are appearing virtually here today to do two things. One, because we do make a record of this, we are in court. I need you folks, and we'll try to do it in an orderly fashion, to identify yourself, first of all, and then if anybody would like to make any comments to this family, to Dominic, Anton, or Chastity, this is going to be your chance to talk, because Judge Berger is going to shut up here in just a second and let other people say what they would like to say to this family, which is probably much more important than the things that I have said, but that's okay. That doesn't hurt my feelings at all. So can we switch over, Mr. Berg, and see if there's other folks? I think we're going to have to do this by, I think there's about 50 people here, which I think is awesome. You're close to the record setters in terms of friends and families being here. So again, I think it's great that all you folks are here, that I can see a little bit better now, are up on the screen. But if anybody would like to say something to this family, I will try to keep it orderly, and everybody will get a chance, and raise your hand, and I'll ask you to unmute yourself, and we'll go one at a time here. So who wants to be first to address Dominic, Anton, or Chastity here this morning? And don't be shy. We all know each other here now. All right, I've got Ms. Gonzalez. I see your hand there up. Is it Serena Gonzalez?
Yes, it is.
All right. Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning.
So, what would you like to share with us this morning?
I would love to share that I am just so happy. I'm so happy. Thank you, Anton, so much for everything that you already do for my sister and nephew, and I'm so happy. And I'd like to make it official today, and I'm so excited for you. Love you guys. That's all.
All right, well, thank you. You know, and I usually say, or slip in someplace that, you know, an adoption without a little emotion isn't really a good adoption, because when we talk about families, and we talk about our kids, and we talk about the things that we give thanks for, you know, that we all deal with real life and the things that we get caught up in. But I think we all know, and I think you're demonstrating by being here today, what's really important is family stuff. There's nothing more important. So thank you for sharing that with us this morning, Ms. Gonzalez. I appreciate it. Who else, Ms. Gonzalez was brave enough to break the ice for us this morning. Who else wants to say something to this family?
Do we raise our physical hands?
I know other people are going to talk, so just don't be shy about it. All right, I've got Ms. Garcia, Victoria Garcia. Good morning, ma'am.
Hi, good morning. I just want to thank
you. What would you like to say?
I would just love to say that I'm so incredibly happy that my friend, whom I loved as a person, has came into my sister's life and my nephew's life. And I think that the only thing we have to do is just continue to fight. Life is not easy. And I'm so happy that you've stepped up. Everyone has grown and matured together as a family, and I'm rambling, and I love you, and I'm happy for you, and we cannot wait to continue to be a part of this journey, all of us together. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Sorry. Thank you very much. The next hand I see, we'll get to everybody. I promise. I saw Antonio Gonzalez, who's right in the middle of my screen there.
Yeah, just to tag on as all the children, siblings, I just want to say how proud I am of this family. Anton especially, I've seen the growth, taking the lead both as a family head and for us as a spiritual head, and that's just so important. And And I couldn't be more proud of being part of this family, seeing how you guys have continued to grow and being able to witness it. Just echoing what the others have said, that I'm really happy, and congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you, Antonio. Who's next? Ms. Tisdale, go right ahead.
Yes, Your Honor, your words were so beautiful. Really appreciate all that you said. All this reminds me of our adoption story with our daughter, and it brings great emotion to me, great tears. And I just want to say how true it is that a parent is a parent who's there day in, day out. And the biology is not the important thing, it's the love. And Dominic, you've got it forever.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Well said. Who else would like to make? I'm trying to scan the board here for other hands raised. Just wave your hand so I can see if you'd like to say something. I've got Butch Jackson, Mr. Jackson. Saw you there. Who's there with me, ma'am? Your name is?
My name is Karen Jackson.
Oh, I'm with her.
Yeah,
All right.
I'm his aunt. I just want to say that when Chastity and Anton first got married, Dominic immediately wanted to call Anton Daddy. So this was like an instant relationship. And if I could pick anyone to be his dad, it would be Anton. So congratulations.
Aw.
That's great. Thank you very much, ma'am. Who's next? I've got a hand there on a phone that's identified to me. Let's start with Michael and Shyman?
Amen.
Shaman. Go ahead, folks. What's your, Michael and Shaman, what's your last name?
Her last name is Kate,
Spell it for me.
C-A-T-E.
Got it. Go ahead. What would either or both of you like to tell this family this morning?
Well, I just want to say that Anton is one of my best friends, and we love Chastity and Dominic. They're like our family, and Anton has really already proven to be a good father, a family head, and being a good family head really means taking care of not just the bills, but taking care of the family's emotional and spiritual needs. And Anton has already done a wonderful job of that. And now that this is a legal arrangement, it's just, we know that it's just going to keep benefiting the family. We're so happy for everyone. And this is a very special day. So congratulations.
We love you so much.
Thank you.
I love you too. Thank you.
Thank you, folks, and thanks very much. I agree with you, Michael. You know, for a man, there's no more important role than being the head of your family, being there with your family, and that's where it all starts. Because everything really in life flows from that. So, thank you very much for those words. I know there's some other hands because I saw them, and I started with Michael there. So, who else had their hand up, and I'll try to find you again. I'm not seeing it. Show me. John and Jeanette, I see. Thank you.
I'm Jeanette Tackett, and we've been friends with Anton and Chastity and Dominic. We've known Chastity forever, since she was born practically. But what I wanted to say is I've watched Anton from the beginning of his marriage with Chastity, and I could see that he was a father to Dominic from day one. And so I am just so very happy it's being legalized today. We love you all.
We love you too.
Thank you very much, ma'am. Hope. I got Hope's iPhone. What's your, give me your full name, please, ma'am.
Thank you. I am a dear friend of Chastity's when she was single, and then when she became a single parent, we stayed very close contact. Dominic I almost became like an aunt to him. I started watching him from the time he was 3 years old when Chastity would go to work, and then I got the opportunity to get to know Anton when she was seeing him, and then as they married. And to hear this today is such a joy because I've seen the connection that Anton has made from the beginning with Dominic and with Chastity, and it's to see their love grow. It made me think today of a scripture in Psalms 127:3 that says, "Look, sons are an inheritance from Jehovah, the fruit of the Lord." And that is what I see with this family. Such a blessing. I'm so thrilled Anton gets to be his legal father. This is a uniting that, it really feels a blessing from Jehovah. And they're a blessing to my family. They're like family to me, my husband, my 3 children. So I hope Jehovah continues to bless them. This is just a really, really wonderful thing that's happening. And we're so happy to be a part of it.
Thank you.
Thanks, Hope.
Thank you very much. Thanks for being here today. Anybody else? Rachel.
Hey there. Good morning, Means family. I haven't seen you guys in a long time, but I'm so happy to see all 3 of you together. And I just want to say how much I love you all and how proud Jehovah is of all of you and how you are working together as a family, how much you love each other as a family. And Anton, who I've known forever, it feels like I was just thinking this morning, I was like, wow, today you get to adopt your son. Because already you guys are such a wonderful family unit. And I just know that you will be just fine and wonderful, and all of you will enjoy being with each other forever and making Jehovah, the one to which every family owes their name, proud forever. So I love you guys and just so happy for you today.
Thank you, Rachel.
Thank you.
Thank you, Rachel.
Goodson family.
Goodson family?
Well, I was just thinking, ever since Anton came into Dominic's life, he has always referred to him as dad to me. So I honestly forgot until a couple of days ago when I learned what was happening that he wasn't his dad. To kind of go along with that, the morning of Chastity and Anton's wedding, when we woke up, Dominic came into the room where Chastity and I were sleeping, and he said, does this mean that now I can call Anton my dad? Because now he already feels like he is my dad. So to see the court and the world now recognize what their hearts already know is the case, is that Anton is his dad, is something beautiful. So thank you for letting us see something that is already so beautiful.
Yeah, thank you very much. I appreciate that. That echoes to what I said about, a parent, we know, all of us know, it's not the biology part, it's the relationship, it's the love, it's the commitment, it's the presence. That's what we're celebrating here today with this family. So thank you, Paul, for being here. I know we've got other people that want to talk. I've got Harriet Means there waving her hand at me. Good morning, Ms. Means.
Yes, good morning, Your Honor. I am Anton's mother, and I just wanted to say that I'm so very proud of him. I'm so proud of him and Dominic and Chastity. They have really come together as a beautiful family. And I know that Anton did tell me a story that when they got married, that Dominic thought that he was a Means, and I was always impressed with the fact he changed his name to Means and wanted to be known as Means. And so now today they come together to actually make it official, and I just think it's a wonderful thing, and to see them grow together and be together spiritually and growing together mentally and emotionally is such a wonderful and uplifting thing. And so we're all here to support them in this momentous occasion today.
Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Anybody else like to? I'm looking.
Yes, we're here.
Parents, we want to talk.
I got lots of screens here, and I can only see one at a time. So I've got David and Barb Hart.
Yes.
Good morning, folks.
Thank you.
Good morning. Sorry.
Go right ahead.
Go ahead, Barb.
Well, I just want to tell you this, and I know this is so special, this day, but I remember the day that Anton moved into town, and Dominic was at my house, and he drew a picture, and he was only 6 years old. He drew a picture, and it was a green house, and there was a man standing in front of the house, and I said, "What's this?" And he said, "This is my dad in his new house." He had moved into town. They were going to get married, but he wasn't married yet. But immediately, even before they were married, he said, "This is my dad, and this is his house." So I just was so touched at the fact that Dominic immediately, we talked maybe a few months ago, and he said, "Wait, what? I'm not a Means? I'm going to get adopted? What?" He was like in shock. All these years, he already thought the day that you married was the day that he was a Means. And he told me in school, he wrote on his papers, Means. He was Dominic Means. That was it. It was a done deal. So for me, Dominic has been a Means from the second you guys got married. And Dominic, I am so super happy for you. I'm so thankful to Jehovah that Pop and I can be here in the same state to enjoy this beautiful relationship. And I'm going to give time for Pop so he could say something. But we love you so much. Thank you.
Yeah, I just wanted to say I'm really excited about this day too. I know what it feels like to be a stepdad.